New evidence against Gypsy Rose has been released, and what I'm about to read to you may shock you, and it appears that the entire Gypsy Rose story may have been a lie. So some of this evidence has been brought to light for Nick Godejohn's new trial, but Fancy, who worked with the family for years, when she started digging for more answers, the family turned on her, and she has access to all of Gypsy's medical records and all of the court information, so she's now releasing all that information to prove to everybody that Gypsy is lying. Okay, so the document reads, on January 27, 2016, I was notified by Springfield Police Department computer forensic analyst Michael Castillo in reference to audio-video footage located involving Gypsy Blanchard. The audio-video was 15 minutes long. In this audio-video footage, Gypsy appears in what looks like a black and colored jacket with a red wig, addressing it to Nicholas from Gypsy, calling him sir, she states. Hi sir, this is Ruby, and I'm making this video as an introduction video, Gypsy admits. Ruby is the most evil side of Gypsy stated in this video. She likes to get in trouble and she's not sorry when she gets caught. Gypsy stated her caring was broken and she was not scared of law enforcement, but she would be scared of Nicholas's evil side. Gypsy stated that she would do anything with Nicholas to include schmurder and grape. If at any time a girl tried to become his girlfriend, she would unalive them with pleasure. And there would be lots of GORE and BLOOD. And if a girl was trying to get with Nicholas for you know what, she might allow it. But if the girl tried to get with him as a girlfriend, she would unalive her. Gypsy goes on to say if it were her family members, schmurder, she would not be so brutal and she would have to step back and let him handle it. Gypsy stated she would allow Nicholas to grape her anytime he wanted to, but not physically hurt her. But she was okay with rough, you know what, and grape. Gypsy stated in this video she was very good at stealing and talked about how they could steal bigger things together. Gypsy talked about how she was very good at planning things. Gypsy said she likes to cause mischief and mayhem, but Nicholas would have to put her in charge of everything. Gypsy stated she comes up with very bad ideas, and then she refers to her bad ideas as robbery, grape, vandalism, and stealing vehicles. It's also been brought to light that Gypsy's mother Dee Dee was actually suffering from gout and other illnesses and was very weak and frail at the time of her unaliving. Because of this, Gypsy was actually the one taking care of her mother. So how was this self-defense when Gypsy could have easily left at this point and her mother would have been too weak to do anything about it? Fancy has also proven to us with the medical records that all of the medical procedures that did actually occur were necessary, and the ones that didn't were fraud, and they were being investigated for fraud. Gypsy was never treated for cancer. They were just claiming that she had cancer. And because everybody was suspicious of them, they were no longer getting all of the free stuff anymore. So there wasn't much in it for Gypsy anymore. So there's a lot of speculation now that Gypsy was in on this the entire time. I mean, why did she know how to pretend like her legs didn't work in the video of her jumping? Gypsy's stories never seem to add up, and there's a lot of speculation now that when she claimed that Dee Dee's last words to her were, "Don't hurt me," it wasn't because she was tucking her mother in at night. It's because she was actually in the room when the unaliving occurred. Which would honestly make a lot of sense, because tell me why Nick to this day claims that he only wounded Dee Dee 4 times, but there are 17 wounds. That many wounds is usually a sign of a crime of passion, and who would have that much passion towards Dee Dee? There's also evidence against Gypsy that proves that she looked this information up and knew ahead of time that there was no crime for being an accomplice. And I truly feel that Gypsy used these grape allegations against Nick once she was caught to make him look guiltier, because it's very clear from the video recording that they had a certain kind of role, PLAY. I think it's very clear from a lot of the evidence that's come out recently that Gypsy is nowhere near as innocent as she portrays herself to be. I'll advocate for victims all day long, but with this one, it's just not adding up. I don't know, what do you guys think? The more that I learn about this case, the less it looks like self-defense and the more it looks like Gypsy has a lot to hide.